Hi guys, and welcome to episode 5 of Howzat Cricket Podcast, where today we're going to be previewing the India versus England series starting this Friday, and thank God we don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. because it's a 1 p.m. start for us.
Yeah, we'll finally be able to watch every match in its entirety. All five T20s will be played at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. So let's have a quick look at both team squads. So the only names that really stick out for me in this England squad are Liam Livingstone and Reece Topley, which I'll be honest, I don't know much about either of them. Do you have any thoughts, you?
Yeah, even I don't know too much. I've never really heard the name Reece Topley, but I've seen Liam Livingstone play a bit in the BBL, and he can smash one out the park. He's quite explosive, and when he gets going, he can be a dangerous batsman. So yeah, I'd really like to see him have a game in this side, and also Reece Topley. I think we looked him up a bit, and his last match was 18th March 2016 versus South Africa. So he'll be a bit rusty, and yeah, even I'd like to see him play as well.
Yeah, hopefully Livingston gets a couple of games. Obviously, he's been picked up by Rajasthan Royals for next year's IPL. So hopefully we'll see him get a couple of games in this series to try and warm him up for that.
Yeah, okay, we'll go to the India squad now. Some surprising names and also exciting because I'm very excited to see Surya Kumar Yadav. The guy is a genius when he's batting. We've seen it time and time again, and for Mumbai Indians, he's won games for them. And I remember that game against RCB, he just completely tore through demolished our bowling lineup and just ended the game. I was so mad.
Yeah, he's been left out quite a few times from the T20 teams, but I think it's definitely been a good choice by the selection committee to put him in this series' squad. And
Yeah.
also they've added Ishan Kishan and Rahul Tewatia to this series' teams. Hopefully those two will also get a couple of games because both of them are exciting batsmen.
Yeah, I really like to see Ishan Kishan how he's going to perform because he's young and he's inexperienced, but I'd like to see how he's going to perform under the big crowd and under the lights when he's got all that pressure on him. And Varun Chakravarti is so unfortunate. I heard the other day that he failed the fitness test, so Rahul Chahar is going to replace him, and I feel bad. You really got to feel bad for the guy. The series is starting in 2 days, and he gets told this. Oh, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, and a very notable absence in Jasprit Bumrah as well. Obviously, India's strongest bowler, and it'll be interesting to see how the other fast bowlers in Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Natarajan deal with his absence.
Yeah, Bhuvi, it's been a while since he's played for India. Back in the side, I'm sure he's excited. The man swings it both in and out, and yeah, I wonder what age is Bhuvi now?
He is
Surely he's 30s now. He's been around in the Indian.
Yes, he's 31. He turned 31 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he's like because I think he will. He'll be the experienced bowler in this attack. The youngsters will look up to him. So yeah, I'll be excited to see him.
He will have a lot on his shoulders though this series, being the senior bowler and especially without having Jasprit Bumrah to bowl with him. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how he handles that pressure and how he'll come back from injury as well.
Okay, right. So now let's just talk about who we think is gonna perform and who's in good form at the minute as well.
Yeah, obviously we saw great batting from Rohit Sharma in the Test series between England and India, and also really good batting performances from Rishabh Pant as well. And also Washington Sundar, maybe he might be promoted up the order slightly in this T20 series, and he
Can't
can also
forget
bowl.
Akshay Patel.
Yeah, Akshar Patel. Hopefully he'll get a couple of games. I'm interested to see how Washington Sundar will bowl to this England team because he's known for being really miserly with his bowling. So hopefully he's able to keep England's big hitters in Moeen Ali, Owen Morgan, Johnny Bairstow, and Ben Stokes out.
Yeah, and also KL Rahul and Shikhar Dhawan coming off a brilliant season in the IPL. So for sure, I think KL Rahul will get his chance because he didn't get one match in the Test squad. They've been gearing him up for this T20, and I'm sure he's going to be explosive. And also T Natarajan, the Yorker King, they call him. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how he's going to play as well.
He's had a couple of very good seasons in the IPL. He's really calm. He's got just really good consistency. He's a really good bowler, and hopefully he'll perform in this series as well.
And I'm telling you now, Arnav, that this is going to be Virat Kohli series. He's going to shine. He's going to get back his form, and he's going to be in form for IPL. He better get us that win.
I want that as much as you do. Yeah, Kohli's gone far too long without scoring a century. He definitely needs one in this series, and yeah, this is his time to get back into it, especially with IPL around the corner as well.
What do you think about the wizard Chahal himself? Do you think he's going to rip through the English lineup?
Yeah, Chahal's always been a very good T20 bowler. He's shown it in the IPL so many times. He's just able to pull wickets out of thin air. And it's interesting actually that he hasn't played much Test cricket. I definitely think he should be playing a little bit more red ball cricket. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, we'll see him work his magic in India.
Yeah, England, I think obviously Owen Morgan is solid, best T20 player for England by far. He's done bits for them. He's won the matches, and he's a great captain as well. Wish he could have stayed at Ireland though.
Yeah, yeah. No, Owen Morgan's just he adds so much stability and just to that batting order, and he gives the top order so much more security as well. You always need someone like that in a T20 team because it just adds so much versatility.
Yeah, and David Milan, I'm excited to see the number one T20 batsman. I think this is an unpopular opinion, but I think he does get too much hype. I've seen better batsmen, but I'm excited. I'll see what he's like because I haven't. To be fair, I haven't seen him bat that much, and when I have, it's against South Africa. So yeah, and he did perform well. But against the Indian lineup, I'd like to see how he's going to perform.
Yeah, obviously against one of the world's top sides, it'll be interesting to see how he bats. But I'm hoping he does perform reasonably well. Like obviously you don't want to have all this hype around you and then flop when you play a big team. So hopefully he will prove some of the doubters wrong.
Johnny Bairstow as well. He's going to have to perform. He had a crap Test series, and he is a great T20 player. He's so explosive, so dangerous, and he's quite an innovative batsman as well. So I'm excited to see how he's going to go.
Yeah, I've always thought Johnny Bairstow was more of a white ball player than Test cricket, and hopefully we'll see a return to form again this series for him.
Right. Should we look at our predicted 11s for the matches?
Yeah.
Right. So India, there's obviously a no-brainer. Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Kohli, top three.
Yeah, I don't think there's much you could have done to change this apart from maybe having Shikhar Dhawan in there just for the left-hand, right-hand combination. But I don't think there's any reason to drop Rohit Sharma. Obviously, he was in great form in the Test series. And KL Rahul in the IPL was leading run scorer by far. So yeah, this is all just obvious.
Yeah, you look at that top three from India, and you just like look at those batsmen: Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, and Kohli. You don't see three better batsmen in the world. Any team would dream for that lineup. And look at it's just such a strong team.
Yeah, and this India team bats deep as well. Obviously,
Yeah.
Akshar Patel can bat all the way down to 8, and then Bhuvi can sometimes score a few runs with the bat. But yeah, no, it'll be interesting. Hopefully, these batsmen will perform. And then the other name we've left out Surya Kumar Yadav just because I think Shreyas Iyer will perform. He's more used to playing on the international stage, and
Yeah.
just that little bit of experience can lift the team up a little bit more than what Surya Kumar Yadav would have to offer.
Yeah, I was just thinking because Shreyas Iyer has played. He played that Australia series as well in the T20s, and he was outstanding there. So based on that and more experience, I think Shreyas Iyer is going to have to go in. But I think if India are struggling or if they're doing really well and Shreyas Iyer isn't in the best form, they might try Surya Kumar because he's a quality player as well.
Yeah.
No brainers with Rishabh Pant and Hardik Pandya. Washington Sundar was only one that maybe Rahul Tewatia could fit in there, but I'm not sure because Washi's the form he's in, you got to keep someone like him in.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Washi is just completely miserly with his bowling. He doesn't give away any free runs, and he can contribute with the bat as well. So that being said, Rahul Tewatia is obviously quite a talented batsman as well. But just I think Sundar has a better understanding of the technical stuff, really.
Yeah, and then Natarajan. I think those two bowlers. It depends because we've got so many fast bowlers in the squad, and it depends who's in the better form. Because I think throughout these 5 matches, they're just going to keep on rotating them depending on who's bowling the best. So yeah, I think that's a pretty solid 11.
Obviously, that you've got Deepak Chahar and Shardul Thakur as well in the India squads.
Yeah.
So either one of them, I think it's playing Bhuvneshwar Kumar could be dubious just based on how little he's played recently. And I give him a couple more weeks to rest just before he stick him back in here. But hopefully he's ready and match ready again. Obviously, if he doesn't perform, there is 2 very good options to fall back on.
Okay, right. Predicted England 11 now. David Milan, obviously number 1 T20 batsman in the world. I'm excited to see him. And Johnny Bairstow is also. He's expected to score runs by law of averages now. He's expected to. Same with Virat Kohli. Them 2 batsmen that I think are going to perform very well this series.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that England top order as well, it just scares me a little bit. Like obviously all the batsmen down to Morgan are world class. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say with the batting. Like obviously the Indian
Yeah,
bowlers are going to have a lot of work to do getting them out. Like all of them are big hitters. There's not a single person who can't score a quick 50 or just like have a fire 30 off one over. Honestly,
yeah.
it's just this bowling looks a lot weaker than the Indian bowlers. Obviously Jofra Archer, one of the best bowlers in the world, but short of that, it's just Sam Curran, Mark Wood, Adil Rashid, and then Moeen Ali
But
as well. Obviously,
it's just the depth. It's just the depth of this team that makes them such a good side. Because you look at Adil Rashid, he's a good batsman as a tail-ender. Like he's scored runs for England when it matters, and you can for maybe Mark Wood is probably an exception, but he's quite a good bowler as well. But yeah, when you look at the all round, the top order, obviously India's better. The fast bowler, the bowlers, India's better. But the only advantage England have against India is their depth in the batting order, which I think India have improved on, but still England have quite a strong side as well.
yeah, I think what the Indian batsmen need is definitely for the top order to perform. Because if it falls to the middle order, I don't think they're going to be able to get enough runs on the board to outscore this England team.
Yeah, there's no MS Dhoni to finish it off, but you do have Rishabh Pant and Hardik Pandya now, two batsmen you can rely on to win games. Yeah, but it'll be exciting to see. I'm excited for the series. What are your predictions, Arnav?
I think India will probably take it 3-2. I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet by any means. And 3-2 to India is my prediction.
I'm going to say 4-1 India. I think first game, it's going to be a tight one, but it's going to be a low score because both teams aren't used to playing T20. They haven't played it in a while. But then as the series progresses, I think bowlers like Bhuvi and all will come and start shining and tear through that England lineup, and I don't think they have a chance.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, obviously, in the series starting Friday.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe and leave a like and comment what you would like us to do next. Make sure you check out our other videos, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.